Stericycle's incinerator needs to be shut down. There are many that have now called me a radical environmentalist. My group has been called a radical environmentalist. I used to think that was a bad word. If it means protecting my children, then I'm a radical environmentalist.
Yeah.
This group, my group, Communities for Clean Air, was started grassroots of families questioning. Here's a notice of violation. We didn't even know what that was. We're reading, we're researching, we're finding information and going, wait, what? I thought this company was safe. I thought the person testing the air quality lived in the neighborhood. That's what we were told in our sales pitch with Woodside Homes. Clearly, that was not true. And interesting enough that Woodside changed their CCNRs, their covenants, conditions, restrictions, in 2007. When I moved here in 2004, it was just a company, no big deal. Look at their website. It says they're protecting people. It says they care about the environment. It says when they make a decision, they always do the right thing. Warm fuzzies. I was in my early 20s. I'll tell you, I was naive. So why in 2007 were the CCNRs changed to, oh, you better contact the EPA. You better contact the DAQ. You better contact these people. We're not sure just how safe it really is. And why were those of us that moved here in 2004 not given the updated CCNRs? So that we could question ourselves and get our kids out of harm's way. My family lived here for 9 years. I still come here every week. I run my produce co-op here every week. I have great friends here that I consider family. People ask me all the time, why did you move? I moved 2.5 years ago before we even knew about this because my mom had breast cancer. I moved my mom into Foxborough onto Caleb Drive, which is right behind us and right next to Stericycle. It breaks my heart to think that I might have poisoned my own mother without knowing it. When we moved, I moved so I could help my mom. I did not know about Stericycle until 1.5 years later. And here I am. So people that ask me, why do I fight? I live in Farmington. We live in a bowl. I still come here. My kids have already been harmed. Sandy is affected, people. This is not just a Foxborough problem. Back when Stericycle wanted to open the incinerator in the first place, the residents of North Salt Lake showed up, standing room only, I am told, and fought and said this is not safe. And the city council said, we're gonna let him do it anyway. Profits over people in our own city. I didn't know what a grandma request was. I know now. I've watched Erin Brockovich. She talks about him in her movie. I've gotten a lot of documentation, a lot of questionable documentation. I've read through how Woodside came to be. I've read through the CEO of Woodside being on the planning commission for North Salt Lake City at the same time they were discussing building Foxborough. So for all those people that say they were here first, North Salt Lake City was founded in the 1960s. BFI wasn't here till the 1980s. Who was here first? I have been the lucky recipient of so many people coming to me and telling me about their children and the health problems they're having. And could this be because of Stericycle? Hundreds of women that have had miscarriages, stillbirths, birth defects. How many lives have to be lost before the governor shuts this place down?
Shut him down!
Yeah, shut it down!
Shut him down!
to know, how many miscarriages? Can we show that this is a problem? Oh, well, we don't have that data. We'll get back to you in 5 years when we start looking at that data. We don't have 5 years. We don't have 5 days. This place needs to be shut down. Incineration is outdated. There were over 2,000 incinerators. There are now 33. That speaks volumes. Hospitals are taking it upon themselves to take care of their own medical waste safely. Utah hospitals need to step it up. If they have no clients, they have no incinerator. We've been looking into the laws. The airport sends their waste to Stericycle. We're told it does not have to be incinerated. Why is the Salt Lake International Airport sending their trash to Stericycle to incinerate?
What's their answer? They have an answer.
No answer.
No reply.
We're waiting for the University of Utah Hospital to tell us if they're going to follow IHC's example. IHC is now sending their waste to a Stericycle outside of Utah. Yes, unfortunately, it's still an incinerator, but it's in the boondocks. It is not in a rural area. It is not near a major metropolitan area. And IHC refuses to send their waste back until they've taken care of this problem.
All right, that's
I had the governor's office ask me and get kind of annoyed, actually. I felt I was called into the principal's office. How come you didn't give us this information sooner about the whistleblower? Well, number one, it wasn't my information to give. But number two, we've gone to the governor how many times? We've gone to the DAQ how many times since last May? And some of these groups, much longer than that. They did nothing.
Yeah.
Why would I take anything else to them? I'm just wasting my time.
total inaction.
Maybe that says something here. Maybe they're finally seeing what we saw over a year ago. That there is a problem and we need to do something about it. My question to the governor is, what will it take? Governor, what will it take to shut them down?